guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing okay. Today I'm doing a Q&A, a 1000 subscriber Q&A. I asked you guys on a community post if you had any questions and I got a few, so I'm going to answer those. And then just because I don't want this video to be too short, I'm going to also show you my record collection. A few people asked me to do this and I didn't want to do it because I don't have like that many records. I've only been collecting for probably about 7 months now. I think I've been collecting, but I'm also broke, so I don't have that many records, but I thought it would be interesting to show you the ones I do have. So first I'll answer the questions that you guys sent in for me, and then I will show you my record collection. So I've just got the questions here on my phone. If I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. The first one says, "Hi Mary, I was wondering if you've ever heard of, or if you have, what your opinion is of Steven Wilson and or Porcupine Tree." So if you follow me on Instagram, it's marylovesmusic_, then you will know that I absolutely love Steven Wilson and Porcupine Tree. I think the man is an absolute genius. I love all his solo albums. I love all of Porcupine Tree albums. Right now I'm obsessed with the Steven Wilson album To The Bone. I think that is an absolutely incredible album. The songs People Who Eat Darkness and The Same Asylum as Before. Woo! And my favourite Porcupine Tree albums are Fear of a Blank Planet, In Absentia, Dead Wing and Stupid Dream. But to be honest, like, I love everything Porcupine Tree, everything Steven Wilson. Like, in my opinion, he hasn't released a bad album. I know some people didn't love The Future Bites, his most recent one, which just came out, but I've been listening to it a lot recently and I think it's amazing. I love the song Personal Shopper and Man of the People. I just think it's an amazing album. So yeah, love Steven Wilson, love Porcupine Tree. And the next question is, what was the very first song you ever heard by a rock and roll artist / band? So I had to think about this one. The first songs that I have a recollection of hearing, I must have been very, very young, but there are 3 songs that stick out in my mind that I've got the most sort of recollection of hearing. The first one is Listen to What the Man Said by Wings, which is still one of my absolute all-time favourite songs ever. The other one is All the Way to Reno by R.E.M. And the other one is Paintbox by Pink Floyd. Whenever I hear those songs, a rush of memories just come back to me from my childhood. So I would say they're the first ones that I remember. Okay, somebody said, do you have any goals with this channel and who are some other YouTubers you watch? So as for goals with this channel, my goal was to hit 1000 subscribers, which I literally never thought would happen. So now that has happened, my next goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers, because I really want one of the YouTube like silver play button things that you get when you hit 10,000 subscribers. That would just be like a huge achievement for me, because I genuinely never thought I would even hit 1000 subscribers. And another one is to go on Sea of Tranquility. I love Sea of Tranquility. I've watched Pete's channel for years, so it would be the coolest thing for me in the world if I could ever go on Sea of Tranquility in the prog seat. That would just be everything. And as for other YouTubers I watch, so I obviously watch Sea of Tranquility. I love xxxxxxx, who makes videos all about 9 Inch Nails songs, which is an amazing channel. I watch Neve the Prog Nerd, of course. I watch Noble Records. And those are the main ones that are coming to me. I do watch other ones as well. I watch like Animal Crossing YouTubers and stuff. Some stuff not to do with music, but those are the main music ones. Next question is, what are your other interests outside of music? So not many, because music is my life, but I do study filmmaking at university. I love editing and making films and just generally being creative in that way. And I also like running and cycling and just generally working out, that kind of thing. Fun fact, I used to have a fitness Instagram where I used to post loads of things to do with fitness, but I don't do that anymore. Next is, what are the top 3 vinyls you wish you had but are too hard to find / pricey? Oh my god, there are so many. There are literally so many. The first one is probably Ocean Eyes by Owl City, because that is like super, super expensive. I don't know how many were pressed. I don't think very many, and I don't know if they're ever going to be repressed. I doubt it, but that album is everything to me. Another fun fact, I suppose, is that I actually love Owl City. Another one is any of the early Marilyn Manson albums, so Portrait of an American Family, Antichrist Superstar, Mechanical Animals and Hollywood. They are all super expensive and doesn't look like they're going to get a repress, especially not now. So yeah, I would love those, but the cheapest Portrait of an American Family I've found was like £900, so don't think it's going to be happening anytime soon. And at the moment I am desperate for the Stephen Wilson Yes Remixes box set. I've become like infatuated with it and I just desperately want it, but I can't afford it, so probably those three. Next question, do you collect other music memorabilia other than the vinyl on your thumbnails? Quick tour of the stuff you've got. So apart from like vinyl records, I don't collect anything religiously. I used to collect CDs when I was like really young, but I don't have any of them anymore. I like band t-shirts. I have a hell of a lot of Nine Inch Nails t-shirts and jumpers and jackets, and I also quite like live DVDs, which I know like is really old-fashioned, but for some reason I just love the experience of like putting on a live DVD and watching it on the TV. And I have a few Nine Inch Nails ones. I've got All That Could Have Been and Beside You in Time, and then I've got a Porcupine Tree one and some Stephen Wilson ones and some Paul McCartney ones. So someone asked me what my favourite vinyl is I own, and I'll just get it. So my favourite vinyl I own is this. It's the Fragile Deviations 1 by Nine Inch Nails. It was the most expensive vinyl I've got, and basically if you don't know, it is just Nine Inch Nails' Fragile album, but instrumental ones and alternate versions and stuff like that, and I'm really into that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is my favourite vinyl. Next question. My question is, what is your all-time favourite genre of music, and is there any music you like that you haven't spoken about on your channel? There is loads of music I like that I haven't spoken about on my channel, but as for my favourite genre of music, that is so hard. I don't love the idea of genres really. I suppose my favourite music is rock, like just rock, whatever like genres come under the umbrella of rock. I love classic rock, I love progressive rock. So I'm not really sure if I could pick like a favourite genre, but just rock music. And some music that I like that I haven't spoken about on my channel. So I'm really into Owl City. I'm not really into like electro pop generally, but I love Owl City. It's got so much nostalgia for me. And I like a lot of like modern metalcore. So you know, things like Bring Me the Horizon, Motionless in White, Ask an Alexandria, like that kind of metalcore that came out like after the 2010s, probably because I grew up with it and I was really into metal when I was like 14, 15, and that was like the music that I grew up with, and I still listen to it all the time now. And I also love some of the pop ladies, so like Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande. I've seen Ariana in concert 3 times. She is absolutely incredible. Taylor Swift is one of my favourite songwriters. She's so innovative. I think she is like saving the pop music industry right now. Someone said, why are you so beautiful and have the best music taste? I'm not sure. You'll have to thank my parents on both accounts there. And someone else said, do you have any musical heroes or do you play any instruments? So yeah, I do play the violin. I've played the violin for about 18 years now. I don't play it as much as I used to, but I still can play if I was to pick it up again. And musical heroes, so many, so many. Without a doubt, my #1 musical hero is Trent Reznor. Who could have guessed? He absolutely blows me away with the talent that he has. Like, it's just insane. I love his lyrics so much, and I just love him as a person. I love his unwillingness to compromise, his integrity. He's a perfectionist and a control freak like me, so I can relate. I mean, the man has been making music for over 30 years and he has never released anything that hasn't been true to himself, and I just think that is inspiring. And I also feel the same about Stephen Wilson. He's one of my favourite producers and just general musician. And obviously I really love Paul McCartney. I love Taylor Swift, as I've mentioned, and Peter Gabriel. There's loads. And the last question is, I'd like to know what feeling you have at the end of the summer while listening to Trains by Porcupine Tree. Trains is like an unbelievable song. It's one of my favourite Porcupine Tree songs. It makes me very emotional when I hear it, so I definitely feel like I can relate to what you're saying. And honestly, the weather in the UK is just abysmal right now, so it always feels like it's the end of summer. And I agree, it is a really emotional song and I love listening to it, but I would honestly say that Heart Attack in a Lay-By from In Absentia probably gets me a little bit more emotional than Trains. Now I'm going to show you my record collection, and I'll do them in alphabetical order. Sorry that the light is really weird. We're actually having a warm day for the first time in like 2 weeks. Arctic Monkeys, Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino. The best Arctic Monkeys album. And then I have Arctic Monkeys live at the Royal Albert Hall, which is another great one. Mirage by Camel, which is the latest addition to my collection. Genesis, Nursery Crime. You guys know this is one of my favourite albums of all time. And Genesis, Selling England by the Pound. That light is really annoying me. I've closed the blinds, so hopefully that's better. No, it's not really. Whatever. Genesis, Selling England by the Pound. Fleetwood Mac, Rumours, just a classic obviously. George Harrison, All Things Must Pass, which has definitely seen better days, but I got this for a really good price in a record store. I've got Marilyn Manson, We Are Chaos, 2 different ones because one is on red vinyl. Not that these are going to be worth anything anymore. I've got 2 Motionless in White albums, Reincarnate and Disguise. As I spoke about earlier, I love Motionless in White. They're like one of my favourite bands ever, and these are on some really cool pressings. I'll show you. So this is Reincarnate. How gorgeous is that? And then this is Disguise. How pretty. And next up is my 9 Inch Nails collection. They are the band that I have the most of, obviously, because they're my favourite band. So Pretty Hate Machine, Broken, The Downward Spiral, Fragile Deviations 1, and I don't have With Teeth, Year Zero or The Slip because I'm waiting for the definitive versions to come back in stock. But yeah, Hesitation Marks. I love this cover so much. Not the Actual Events, Add Violence, and Bad Witch. Then I've got this McCartney Interview. This was just £5 from a record store, but I haven't actually listened to it yet. Here is my beloved Ram. This one again was super cheap from a record store. And here is the 50th birthday anniversary edition half speed master of Ram and McCartney 3. And then some Pink Floyd albums. So here is a saucer full of secrets. Dark Side of the Moon, obviously. Animals and The Wall. Then these are the last few now. Porcupine Tree, Fear of a Blank Planet. Stephen Wilson, The Raven That Refused to Sing. And finally, Wings Over America. If you're interested at all in my setup and like my vinyl setup, my speakers, subwoofer, everything, then let me know and I will show that to you. But that is my collection after 7 months. I know that it's like nowhere near as big as a lot of people on YouTube, but just trying to be realistic here. And if you want to see more of my like collection stuff and when I get new ones, then follow me on Instagram, MaryLovesMusic_. If you have any more questions, comment them down below and I'll answer them. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you for 1,000 subscribers. My next video is going to be my top 10 progressive rock albums. So that'll be up in a few days. Thanks again for watching, guys.